Hello and welcome back to One Stitch at a Time Quilting. I was showing you in the other videos about trimming up for the edges of your quilt, and now I'm going to show you my cutting on the bindings. They say to cut your binding strips about 2 1/4 to 2 1/2 inch strips. You can do this with laying it on your cutting mat and cutting it manually, or I like to use my AccuQuilt. So I have one here that is 2 1/2. I went on ahead and set up my fabric. What I did was I lined it up on the edge that I originally cut versus where I cut from the quilt itself. And I see I've made a mistake, so I'm going to make corrections here. Now, whenever I'm doing this, because the fabric's not always perfectly square, I'm going to end up with some wonky pieces that I won't use or I'll throw away because by then I've used up most of this fabric. So on these AccuQuilt dies, you can see there's lines, and that's where the cut is. So on this strip that I'm going to cut, I'm going to put it just a little bit over this line so that I get a straight cut all the way. This is really simple. And Houdini is here, but he decided that he did not get enough treats the last time for helping out. So he's kind of protesting. He's down here on the floor. But this is very simple to do. And I do have this laying on, as you can see, the bars here. This is my quilting frame that I do this on top of. So you put it through here, it's very simple, it's doing its job, not having to do much any at all. Now sometimes I do overcut it and don't quite cut the whole thing, so I will get my scissors and trim it. Let's see how I did this time. These mats always have static electricity, so you see that there are some pieces that want to stick to it. But you'll also see here that I have some a little bit that's like what I was saying is going to be thrown away. So now I have a long strip here, right here, that I will use along the edges. And I did a good job this time. I cut it all the way. So now I have two sides. And then here is another piece that I'm going to throw away. It's not big enough to use for anything. Or at least that's my opinion. So what I will do next is I will take another piece. I have this piece that for this particular quilt, I will cut so that this will go along the top or the bottom. And that's just the way that I want it. You need to think about it if you have fabric that does have a pattern in it, or if you are using fabric that doesn't have a pattern and it doesn't matter, you can cut them all whichever way, it doesn't matter. With that, I thank you, and I will come back on another video when I'm actually doing the binding itself. Like and share so I can give you more content. Thanks.